welcome back to our channel. If you are new, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel, like it, share it, do all of that good stuff. And then for those of you who are returning, thank you and welcome back. For this video, I am going to be going step by step and showing you how I design a lesson, especially an integrated cross-curricular lesson for my son for homeschool. So I'm going to show you step by step, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm so excited. Okay, again, this is an integrated lesson. I'm going to briefly talk to you guys about basically this particular lesson that I'm going to be using with my son during our homeschool experience, and also kind of tell you step by step of what I did to prepare for this particular lesson. In the description box below, I will send you a link, or kind of put in the link. I absolutely love this template that I found on Teacher Paid Teachers. I'm not getting endorsed for it. I'm not getting paid for this. It's just something that I love to use. There are different, I believe there is like 100 different lesson plan templates. So you can totally use it and modify it of how you would like to use your lesson plans, or how they actually go. This particular lesson plan worked great for me and what I was doing. Also, I will be able to send it to like fellow educators and fellow homeschool parents that they might want to use and tweak it a different way too. But I just absolutely love it. So anyway, this particular lesson, I am focusing on or integrating two content areas. Integration, usually you start with ELA, or ELA is going to be like your basis, and then you may integrate different lessons or different content areas depending on what you are focusing on or what you want your child to focus on. So with this particular one, we're focusing on ELA, of course, and then we're also focusing on science. Now, I'm going to briefly kind of talk to you guys about what I have at the top here, which is just the basis of what our lesson is going to be. Again, like I said before, I do send these to educators or fellow educators, and a lot of things that is on the lesson plan is something that they would need to use or have shown for their principal or supervisor or whoever. So for the lesson focus, we're focusing on inferencing and also the effects of the relative positions of sun, moon, and earth. We're also going to focus on, we live in Georgia, and I'm very familiar with the Georgia Standards of Excellence. So I did select those particular standards that will be used within this particular lesson, and then, or this particular unit type lesson, because it is going to be a couple of weeks. So I did pack everything in with this integrated lesson. We have our objectives. If you are familiar with the previous video, I kind of discussed the design or the backwards design. So these objectives are basically what I want him to focus on and use towards the end, or learn and use at the end of our lesson. Okay, these are things that I want him to know and master. And then, of course, our materials. I will be using this will be ELA, so I will be using a chapter book called Going Home, Diary for a Teenage Alien. The household materials for a science prototype. He will be using a prototype, or creating a prototype within the unit or the lesson, and then also, or towards the end of the unit lesson, and then we'll be using an article for engagement that will introduce space and astronomy, the focuses of what we will be doing. Okay, so with that, now we have our lessons. So these lessons can be either a day. It can be a 30-minute period. It can be a day time. It can also be 2 days per lesson. It just depends on your time and then also how everything flows. Okay, so lesson 1 and lesson 2 can be in one day, or we can have lesson 1 as a 2-day. So it just actually depends. I use this and I leave it here in this particular format of a PowerPoint because I can go back and change it if I need to, especially if something is not flowing right or we have to kind of tweak it and change it depending on time and then also depending on readiness. So with lesson 1, we're going to introduce ourselves to space patterns and kind of make connections with vocabulary and connections with the world in general of what we. After we do the close reading and highlighting the vocabulary and making those connections, we're going to do prediction passages. Prediction passages is a great activity to engage into a story or a book or even a passage or nonfiction. Prediction passages, I did do a previous video on our channel that goes into detail of the activity. Again, this will be a great engagement that we can actually do before we even start the book. Okay, lesson 2, we're going to finish up our close reading. If you would like more details on how we do a close read, please put that in the comment section below and I will be more than happy to create a video to highlight in detail what we do for close reading. And then also we're going to start reading our book and discuss interesting and like aha moments when we start reading. Like, are we making connections with space patterns of what we just kind of introduced or learning? Do you see any vocabulary that are the same? Any interesting things already that's engaging? And I'm sorry to highlight, I did research and really look for a book that goes along with our topic of space. So I did not just choose a random chapter book. I did really focus on a book that goes along with what we're doing in science. So hopefully that helps too. Again, lesson 3, we're going to continue continue reading our chapter book, but we're also going to still focus on our science, our lunar and solar eclipse, compare and contrast them, see if we can find them into the story itself, or make any type of connections. Again, connecting with personal life. There's a lot of skills that we can use. Oops, went too far. Sorry. At the end of this particular lesson, there is a way to look for assessment and activities. We'll do a quiz. I just want to make sure that I'm able to see if he is mastering any of the objectives, and then also do some fun activities that helps with comprehension of what we are doing. Okay, and we do have more lessons for this particular unit or integrated lesson. We have lesson 4, which will be talking about the lunar cycle. We'll talk about like the state and local tides. Again, we're focusing on patterns and how they affect our everyday life and affects the earth and all living organisms. And then we'll also talk about the design process with making a communication device that goes along with our story of communicating with the main character and focusing on those particular patterns. Now, even though I stopped on lesson 6, again, I can always modify this and change it and extend it if I need to, based on how everything flows within our lessons. Our assessments, we'll do a writing piece that ties in more skills and more integration. And then we'll also do a lunar cycle model. That's a little bit different than the chart, but I will show him during the lesson. And then we'll also do a tidal intensity cause and effect poster. Again, they coincide with the lessons. So it may be like for homework or an assignment after that particular lesson, not all at once. Okay. So hopefully you enjoyed this particular explanation of an integrated lesson. And yeah. Let me know in the comment section below if you have done an integrated lesson or if you would like to see it done in a different way, especially with our younger babies. So again, that is our video and our just tutorial on how to do an integrated lesson. If you have any tips, if you have done cross-curricular lessons, integrated lessons as well, be sure to put it in the comments how well it worked, what did you do, all of that good stuff. And then also there will be a link down below for the lesson plan that I used for this video. All right, until next time, see you soon.